Hi guys, it's the Arty Gamer back again for another video in our channel. You know how it works by now. Grab your teas, grab your coffees, maybe a little bit of food, and let's do this. Okay, absolutely. Let's take a sip of black coffee before we begin. Mmm. Oh yes, in my artsy door mug, going on my spiral coaster there. And yes, guys, if you are new here today and you're into retrospectives, complete and botched experiences, art and graphic design, and of course the odd bit of nostalgic talk, then you are so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already. And yeah, guys, if you are really liking what you are seeing here today and want to get notified when my next video goes live, then just pop on the notification bell. Lovely and highlighted bright tails there. Anyway, guys, today is a really awesome Let's Draw, as it is the weekend, by the way. You know how it works. On the weekends, we get colouring and drawing, and we are going to do our PS1 Hagrid today. Can you believe that the time is nearly there? We are nearly at 300 subs, and as promised, we are going to give away a PS1 Hagrid. I think this was Vivi and David's idea, I believe. Really big fans of the channel, so thank you for that idea. But what is really, really wonderful actually is that I am running the 9 lock challenge in Birmingham tomorrow, which is Sunday, 30th of November, 2025. All in aid of my friend who is actually, happily and all clear with regards to cancer. But she did have ovarian cancer roughly 3 years ago. And tomorrow actually marks her 3-year anniversary of just getting that all clear. And as a little kind of like anniversary thing, what we often do is we go and run the 9 lock challenges just to raise a little bit of money for her chosen charity, which is MACMILLAN Cancer Support. So this weekend is really much kind of just like a really positive boost for anyone who is suffering with cancer or may know somebody who is suffering with cancer. It is such a horrible, horrible disease, but with things like this, with things like cancer research and Macmillan support, all of these things can really make a massive difference in somebody's life who is going through that horrible, horrible disease. So yes, and what I'm getting to is that my friend Gemma, well, she is a massive, and I mean massive, Harry Potter fan. So I think this has really come around all together, hasn't it? We are going to be doing a Harry Potter giveaway for our 300 sub. She is a massive Harry Potter fan. So, that's really, really wonderful in itself. And it's just kind of tying all together with that. And not only that, because I think it is a really wonderful thing that I'm doing tomorrow with Gemma, I think it's going to be
a triple giveaway.
when we get to that 300 mark. I would love to draw a basic Hagrid. I would like to draw a kind of like quite a big kind of full figure Hagrid. And I would love to draw this really awesome idea that I'm going to have a little go at over Christmas. And it's going to be a PlayStation 1 with really cool stickers stuck around it, but also a massive Harry Potter sticker, and it's going to be a massive Hagrid with maybe a few wands and maybe a scar and maybe Voldemort's thing. So yeah, some really cool stickers all placed around a really cool retro PlayStation 1. So yeah, I just thought that would be really, really cool. Today we're going to just draw the basic Hagrid, and then in my own time I will do the full figure and then the PlayStation 1, which will require a lot more work. But yes, how exciting is that? So guys, we are going to be getting set up in the art studio in a minute. And if you are following along with me for the basic Hagrid, then yeah, this is what we need today. As it is a Saturday, it is just a let's colour. So let's draw, not a let's colour. So let's draw, not a let's colour. Let's get a sip of coffee. Come on, guys. I thought I was doing really well there with my word. So yes, let's get this going. So where have I put it? Yeah, here we go. Just for our pencil art, we just need a pencil, obviously, again, with that lovely rubber there at the end, just to provide that bit more dexterity. We don't want any fat rubbers. And of course, we will be going around this in black today, so you will need your little thin black liner. Yeah, oh my gosh. But yes, okay, so yeah, that's what we're going to do today. Further information with regards to my run tomorrow and all that will be at the end of the video as well, so just stay tuned. All right then, we're gonna get set up in the good old art studio.
Right then guys, we are set up in the art studio and I've got my piece of paper here and of course my pencil. Now, unfortunately guys, I don't really have anything to bring to the camera to kind of reference here and there to help with a Hagrid draw through today. All of the images that I have got, unfortunately, have been online via Google Images. Now, I always do often say, try not to do that. Try and get your inspiration from other avenues. But I literally do not have anything. I have had a quick flick through lots of my Harry Potter games. No Hagrid is there, unfortunately. The only thing that I could really actually bring to the table, which will actually help with the let's colour more than anything, is the lovely field notebook that we found in the Lara Croft here just earlier this week. The lovely kind of like leather effect here, I really do appreciate, and I think we could definitely work that into Hagrid's kind of like leather jacket that he often wears. But realistically, that is the only thing that I could find with regards to helping us with our inspiration. But nevertheless, we do have something there. But honestly, guys, you know what? I think this is a really good time to actually practice just drawing something from our head, because up until now we have been very much just copying, pasting, referring back here and there. So this will be a really good time to actually just follow along with some of my pencil marks, just go in from an image that I have got of Hagrid. And I tell you what, that Hagrid is pretty much ingrained in most of our retro minds, don't you think? So yeah, we'll give this a go. Now, as I said, this is our basic Hagrid. So not a lot is required here, and I think we'll be able to pull this off really nice and easy. All right then, so guys, you are more than welcome to grab a ruler. I do not need a ruler for this. I'm very confident just to make my marks on the paper, and bearing in mind, Hagrid, yeah, okay, you could argue is very blocky and triangular, but it is rough and ready, it is rugged, so sometimes maybe actually a ruler may actually, you know, not give it the same kind of effect, but you know, do what is best for you. All you need to do is follow my pencil marks. So I would love to bring Hagrid actually just down to the side here and just have him peeping up from the paper. All right, very similar to the image I often put in my videos. Occasionally, I don't know if I'm talking about Hagrid and doing something stupid, and then boom, his image comes up with a so yeah, that is the Hagrid that we're going to draw today. So here we go. We're going to take the pencil and we're simply just going to draw a line just coming up here. All right, just like that. And again, you can go over that line, make it fairly light to start with. But for me, just for the camera, I want it to pick up, you know, nice and brightly so we can all see that. Okay, so that's line number one. Again, like I said, you're more than welcome to get a ruler involved there, but I'm quite happy just doing it freehand. Okay, now he is quite angular. And again, I'm just now going to draw a line maybe up here like that. Okay. All right. Then I'm just going to draw a line. And these are very random line really random lines. That's what I'm trying to say. Really random lines. Okay. Just there. And then I'm just going to fold this back down here like that. All right. There we go. Hopefully that has picked up on the camera quite well. There we go. Okay, so that is marking out his hair, his hairline. All right, so again, we have got those signature angular features, but not too angular, which really kind of gives it, oh, okay, they have gone really hardcore here to try and make it look really, really retro. So yeah, I think just having it kind of rough and ready with those lines works perfectly. All right then, so this is what we're going to do now. I am going to draw his actual kind of face now, all right? And it's going to be a semicircle, all right? As simple as that, okay? And again, please feel free to get kind of like a ruler to draw the main line there of the semicircle. So let me just, or shall I say the baseline? I'm sure Dr. Black Eagle is picking up on my terminology here. Okay, and of course, like always, I'm just trying to break this down into basic shapes for you guys to then be able to work around it to pull off a really cool Hagrid in this case. Okay, so now I'm going to draw my semicircle, and again, it really doesn't have to be perfect. It really doesn't have to be perfect. You know, let that pencil come off the paper ever so slightly if you want to. As you said, this is very much a PlayStation 1 Hagrid. You know, it was very blurry, it was wibbly wobbly here and there. So yeah, absolutely. There we go. All right then, that's cool. So you're starting to see it come to life now, aren't you? So that's his kind of like big bushy hair just coming around here. This is going to kind of symbolize his kind of moustache area. All right, so again, what we're going to do is I would like to just feed a line down here. Okay, basic shapes again, so just follow along with my lines. All right, there we go. And again, actually, we could call this definitely maybe like an upside down semicircle, couldn't we? There we go. Lovely stuff. Oh my word, this is great. This is great. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. All right then. So again, yeah, very basic. You've got the shapes. All right. And now we're going to start to add those key features. But like I said, this is very, very basic. And you know what, guys? I think you could definitely pull this off if you were following along with my pencil marks. So yeah. All right then, guys. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to just fill out his kind of hairline. And bearing in mind, this is the PlayStation 1 Hagrid, so everything is mushed together. So we're just going to, I don't know, create like some sort of angular hairline there. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I get the corner of that semicircle and then we just kind of bring it downwards. All right, just like this. And again, you just get creative with that, however you want the hairline to be. Okay, so, you know, that kind of marks his hairline, but yes, kind of also marks his beard. So yeah, there we go. I hope you're following along with that. This one's actually really easy, so you should be all right. Okay then, so now we're going to start to add, yeah, just a little few features now. All right, so we're going to start off with the nose. I think that will really start to bring everything to life with this one. I am just going to kneel down slightly, so audio might drop off a little bit there. Okay, now I want his nose to be very, very big, and I just want it to actually overlap his kind of like moustache area. Okay, so simple thing again, just following my basic lines. I'm just going to draw two just basic lines in the center of that semicircle. Okay, and then pretty much just a big kind of blob coming through there like that. Again, you could say almost like a cut-off circle. There we go. And then you can start to maybe angular the nose there. There we go.
Nice. And actually, you know what? I mean, again, when I get through it, we can even add more features to that nose. But there we go. That's nice and basic for you guys now. Okay, lovely stuff. He did actually, if I can remember in that image, quite like a protrusion at the top of his nose as well. So you might just want to add a little characteristic there of his nose being quite deep in his forehead as well. So yeah, there we go. And that can actually then feed on maybe to his eyebrows and stuff like that to really start to create some characteristics around the eyes. So yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so yeah, go on then. We'll move on to the eyes now, and I'll tell you what, oh my god, those eyes, crazy. They're actually quite slitty. So we'll start with this side here. I always like to do that because then you can kind of reference, right, okay, I've done this eye, and then I can see and get it in line when I do the right-hand side. Of course, if you're left-handed, then you will need to do the opposite. But for me, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to do my left eye first. And they are quite slitty. So I would say, again, an oval, a small oval that just comes pretty close to his nose, actually. Pretty close to his nose. And again, we're just going to do the same now. And as you can see, because I've done that eye there, I can pretty much get it level. All right, and then do a bit of a semicircle there as well. Yeah, nice. And of course, you know, if you wanted to really make sure they're all level, you know, you can put extra kind of lines in there to feed out those, you know, what I'm trying to say, I was about to say construction lines. For some reason, I've got kind of GTA Vice City in my head now. Oh my God. Guidelines, shall I say. But again, Hagrid is very rough and ready. So, you know, his eye might be slightly more upright. Do you know what I mean? You've got to keep those characteristics. So sometimes not being as perfect really does help the situation. And I think I just knocked the camera there. So there we go, that's looking pretty cool. Now, okay, he does have quite baggy eyes as well. Sorry, Hagrid, I'm being so rude. So we are going to actually add like a few characteristics kind of like under the eyes. Okay, so that kind of emphasizes tiredness, I would say. So again, just following along with my pencil marks. And we've got some tired eyes there. Oh my God, this is not cool. He's he's looking quite tired now, isn't he? There we go. Okay, nice. Now, with his mouth as well, it is very kind of like slitty. So again, we're just going to move focused now to the mouth. And from what I can remember, again, quite slitty. There isn't too much characteristics going on with his mouth. And it is quite near his I would say, moustache area. So again, we're just going to actually feed, like maybe just like a little semicircle. Just where that line comes through. And we're just going to have a little semicircle there, which works quite nicely. There we go. Nice. That's looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty cool there. I like that. Nice. Okie dokie. And I think actually in that image, he was kind of giving it the eye. So he was kind of like looking kind of like to the side, which is, yeah, he was kind of looking to the side there. He wasn't kind of like actually looking right at you. So yeah, if we just put the pupils just kind of looking to the left, I think that really works as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, why not? We'll start to kind of add those bushy eyebrows. So again, you know, you might just want it to just do a little bit of a scribble. Just do a little bit of a scribble. And they were very, very bushy. No real shape to them whatsoever. So again, just get some bushy eyebrows going. Oh my word, look at this. There we go, really awesome. And again, now we can maybe start to add aging to him. Again, it is very blocky, you got to remember that. But you know, they did kind of, I think, kind of like, you know, add some wrinkles or lines just to the sides there to kind of, yeah,
He's been smiling all his life, hasn't he? He's quite a happy chappy, so he's got those smile wrinkles, would you say? So that's pretty cool. There we go. Nice. All right then. So now we could just start to rub out some lines that are unnecessary. So here we go. I'm just going to rub out that line. There we go, by his nose. Okay. And you know what? Well, it is actually, we'll start to maybe just, add a few kind of like characteristics now. So I would like to bring that nose out a little bit. So again, just maybe add, some features there, which works really well. That'll really kind of emphasize like a really big nose when you put kind of like C shapes next to the side of the nose there, which works really well. And again, we might just want to, just bring that beard up a little bit, which works quite nicely. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. And then, why not? We can start to maybe just angle some of these off now. Yeah, so, again, maybe just rubbing this out. And again, follow along with my rubbing out as well, guys. Okay, I don't cut any of this out. It's very much here and we're doing it at the same time. So I hope you're following along. This is looking nice, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. And, you might want to add a little bit of a chin there. We really are just kind of adding just a few little details. Just to remember, though, that the PS1 Hagrid, there wasn't really much going for it either. There wasn't really too much detail. So, this is why it's actually really good for a Let's Draw. Very, very basic. So, again, maybe we could add some wrinkles there as well. Just on the forehead, which I think will work really well. Yeah, nice. And then, of course, you can really start to kind of just maybe add a few waves here and there with his hair, which I think really work. And in fact, there we go. We can even get those lines to just cut across there, actually. Yeah. Oh, my word. This is awesome. There we go. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow, guys. There we go. I am actually pretty happy with that. Like I said, this is the basic Hagrid that we are doing. In the future, maybe in my own time, I will actually do an A5 piece of the whole body of him. I think that'll be really cool. Again, I want to do a triple giveaway. And then, yes, for Christmas, a Christmas giveaway. You know what I'm feeling? A nice, awesome PlayStation 1 with some really cool Harry Potter stickers just stuck all around it. I think that'll really, really slap. Yeah. All right then, guys. So what I'm going to do now, I'm pretty much happy with that. And I'm going to get my black tip and I'm simply just going to go around the whole of those pencil marks in that black liner. If I need to add a little bit of detail here and there, I will. And when we go back to the studio, I'll just show you God, I need a coffee. My words have gone again. What extras I did add with the black liner. Yeah. All right, then I'm going to go away and do that now. I hope you're going to do that too. And then I'll see you guys in a minute.
Right then, guys, here we go. Here is our PS1 Hagrid. How amazing is this? Yeah, I'm really happy with how that has come out. Hopefully you guys have also gone round it in black as well. I have also just added a little few bits of detail here and there, which obviously you can go ahead and add as well. So I did just get the black liner and do a few kind of wiggly lines around his hairline, which I think works really well, just gives it that little bit of extra, and I think will help when it comes to colouring. Obviously, if those weren't there, it is just one big kind of block of brown. So, we could definitely get some maybe lighter brown to just highlight some of those weavy, wiggly lines I've just placed in his hair there. So I think that'll look really, really awesome. Now, guys, because I've got a very special weekend, I'm not going to have time to do a Let's Colour for this. So I will go and do that in my own time. And yes, my other two that I have in the pipeline. So definitely stay tuned. So when obviously, this is all nice and coloured, I will show this off to the channel and hopefully it will be done by the time we hit the 300 sub marks in time for that awesome giveaway. So yes. And I just want to say apologise apologise. We didn't actually have any kind of like Hagrid references. The only thing I said was actually the the manual for Tomb Raider Legend here, to kind of maybe just give us some ideas for the actual kind of like leather effect. But you guys probably won't even see that because I'm probably just going to do that in my own time. But nevertheless, we did have something there. But I will pop a picture up of that Hagrid that I often use just so you can get some reference there. And again, you can screenshot that as well if you were following along with that. But yes, and anyway, like I addressed at the start of this video, I am running the 9 lock challenge in Birmingham tomorrow to raise money for Macmillan cancer support. I know a lot of people as well who have suffered with cancer or who are suffering with cancer, and honestly it means such a big thing to me as well. So I'm really truly honoured to be running that tomorrow with my friend Gemma. So I have set up a Just Givings page. Yeah, so if anyone would love to donate, then you are more than welcome to. I will leave the link down below this video and you can just click on that and then you can just pop in amount how much ever you want to put in. You know, it doesn't have to be loads. Even if it's just £1, that is fantastic, and of course it is going to a beautiful and fantastic cause. Also in my TikToks running from today actually, which is November 29th, obviously tomorrow 30th, and Monday the 1st of December, all the donations that go through TikTok will be put into the Macmillan pot as well over on Just Giving. So yeah, well, I say donations, money put forward, whatever they're called on TikTok, I don't know, but those lovely little gifts, they are all going to support that charity as well. And again, I'll pop just a little thank you and stuff like that on TikTok so you know the money has gone to the right place. Yeah, oh my gosh, and I think I managed to get all my words out with that, guys. I do apologise if it did come a little bit, you know, rough and ready and a bit mangled, but you know, guys, it's rough and ready on it. It's the Artsy Gamer. What do you expect?
Rough and ready and a bit mangled, but you know, guys, it's rough and ready on it. It's the Artsy Gamer. What do you expect?
Yeah, so yeah, I think it's going to be a really awesome weekend. And because I am doing the 9 lock challenge tomorrow, there won't be a traditional Artsy Gamer video. Oh my gosh, all will be revealed. So yes, definitely stay tuned for that. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, I think actually my comment of the day goes to Tiger again. Thank you, Tiger, for all the lovely support that you have given. You were just saying that actually the audio doesn't sound too bad on this thing. So yeah, again, I'm just welcoming lots of different people's opinions and feedback on that. So thank you so much. Tiger thinks the microphone is okay. But yeah, any feedback honestly is much appreciated. So yeah, that'll be great. But yeah, thank you, Tiger. Thank you for all the support. You bagged comment of the day again. Yeah. All right then, guys. Well, that is me. That is the Artsy Gamer. Have a wonderful rest of your day and stay tuned for tomorrow's quite different video. All right then, guys. That is me, Artsy Gamer, over and out.